August 2023. Thousands of fans surge into New York's Union Square, chanting, climbing on cars, and filming every second. At the center of it all, a 21-year-old Twitch streamer named Kai Cenat. The giveaway event spirals into chaos. The police are called, and by the end of the day, Kai is arrested for inciting a riot. Just months earlier, this same young man shattered Twitch history, breaking the all-time subscriber record with over 300,000 active subs during a 30-day streaming marathon.
30 days for your life.
Bro, okay, that's cool, but bro, come on, the next 30 days?
But sir, it is your Subathon.
Oh, it is my Subathon.
But Kai isn't alone. Behind him is a tight-knit group of creators who flipped the script on content as we know it. They call themselves AMP, Any Means Possible. And they didn't just show up on YouTube. They redefined it. So the question isn't who are they? It's this. How did a group of chaotic friends, led by one of the loudest voices online, become the future of digital entertainment? The story of AMP begins in 2019, before the viral memes, the challenge videos, or even the name. Back then, a Canadian YouTuber named Agent00 was grinding out NBA 2K content in Toronto. He had an idea that felt too big for one person: move to the US, gather the funniest, most driven creators he knew, and start a creator house built on chemistry, hustle, and ambition. He joined forces with Duke Dennis, a confident former Army vet from South Carolina, ImDavisss, a teenage prodigy from Atlanta, and Fanum, a Bronx native known for his wild vlogs and infectious personality. Together, they built the bones of AMP. But it wasn't until 2020 that the group truly found its spark. That spark came in the form of Kai Cenat, a young comic from the Bronx who brought energy, absurdity, and star power. Soon after, Chrisnxtdoor, their editor turned on-screen wildcard, joined too. And with that, AMP's six-man lineup was complete. They didn't have a blueprint. They had a belief in friendship, competition, and making each other laugh. By any means possible wasn't just a motto, it was a mission. From the moment Kai entered AMP's orbit, everything changed. Born and raised in the Bronx, Kai Carlos Cenat III was the youngest of four, a class clown who started uploading comedy skits as a teen. His content was pure chaos, pranks, loud characters, and NYC slang that hit like punchlines.
He doesn't do any work. He fools around with his friends. He doesn't do any homework. Nobody can say nothing. These funds gonna be mad clean, feel me? Gotta get under there. Gotta get under there.
But Kai didn't just want laughs. He wanted to build something. In 2021, he took the leap into Twitch streaming, and that's when it clicked. Blending games with spontaneous comedy, Kai created a streaming experience that felt more like a party than a playthrough. His chat didn't just watch. They participated, laughed, and called themselves the Mafia. Then came the Subathon, February 2023. Kai streamed every day for a month straight, sleeping on camera, eating on camera, breaking down in tears when he hit 300,000 subs. The internet watched in awe. He wasn't just streaming, he was making history. Celebrities lined up to be part of the chaos. Lil Uzi Vert, 21 Savage, Ice Spice, all appearing live on Kai's stream like guest stars on a talk show he hosted from his bedroom. Twitch had never seen anything like it. But what made Kai unstoppable wasn't just his guest list. It was his vibe. He made getting sturdy on stream a meme. He turned Riz, short for charisma and flirting, into global slang. And through it all, he kept shouting out one name, AMP. Kai Cenat is the rocket fuel behind AMP's rise. He brought millions of new eyes to the group, raised the stakes for their content, and reminded fans that no matter how big he got, he was still part of something bigger.
What is that? What is it?
In a streaming world that often favors solo stars, Kai chose brotherhood, and that decision changed everything. With their squad locked in, AMP launched their group channel in 2020 and hit the ground sprinting. Their first videos were barely controlled chaos, cooking challenges, dunk contests, open a restaurant in your house skits. But beneath the madness was a formula that clicked instantly. 6 friends competing, pranking, clowning each other, all while trying to win by, well, any means possible. Their content hit like a reality show filmed on caffeine. Chrisnxtdoor's editing style, jump cuts, zoom-ins, meme overlays gave everything a raw, unpredictable energy. Viewers didn't just watch AMP videos, they felt like they were in them. Each member brought something different. Agent was the mastermind and straight man. Duke was the laid-back athlete and king of cool. Fanum brought NYC comedy and the now iconic Fanum Tax. Davis was the punching bag with a big heart. Chris was the wild card and the comic relief. And Kai? He was the engine, loud, fast, relentless. The reason you clicked and the reason you stayed. Their motto became a reality.
I got hoes calling.
Skydiving? Done. Disgusting food challenges? Of course. Rap ciphers in double XL freshman style? Why not? AMP wasn't trying to go viral. They just made content that felt alive, and the internet responded. By 2022, AMP was no longer just a friend group filming chaos in their living room. They had become a content machine. One upload every Monday, always high energy, always unpredictable, and almost always trending.
Damn! How much you put it on? Yo, would you do that the whole time?
Their YouTube channel exploded past 1 million subscribers, then 3, then 7. Their signature challenge videos regularly cracked millions of views, and they weren't short clips. These were 20 to 30-minute spectacles with multiple cameras, complex edits, and full-on production. In an era obsessed with short-form content, AMP made long-form bingeable again. Fans would sit through an entire video just to see who won the final round or who got pranked in the outro. Their weekly drop wasn't just another upload, it was an event. But AMP wasn't only dominating YouTube, they were flooding Twitch too. Kai Cenat, of course, was the star, holding the record for most subscribed Twitch streamer in history.
And the winner of Best Streamer of the whole entire year is Kai Cenat.
But he wasn't the only one shining. Fanum built a loyal following through late-night just chatting streams, flipping between Spanish and English like it was a DJ mix. Duke Dennis flexed his athleticism with IRL basketball streams. Even Chris, the former editor, started streaming his chaotic gameplay and reactions. Whenever multiple AMP members went live together, it was a streaming supernova. Their chats merged, clips went viral, donations flooded in. Twitch had never seen such consistent, multi-angle energy from a group. Together, AMP did what few collectives have ever pulled off. They took over both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. But with great power comes viral headlines. August 2023. Kai announces a surprise meet and greet in Union Square, NYC. The promise? Free PlayStations and gaming PCs. The result? Thousands of fans flooding the streets, climbing cars, tossing objects. The city went into panic mode. Police rushed in. Property was damaged. Kai was arrested. It was the moment AMP realized just how massive their influence had become. Kai later apologized publicly, paid restitution, and avoided prosecution. But the event sparked a serious conversation. What happens when online hype turns into real-world chaos? This wasn't their only stumble. Twitch slapped Kai with several temporary bans over the years, for everything from suggestive GTA roleplay to riding a dirt bike in his house on stream. Meanwhile, AMP challenge videos occasionally got age-restricted for stunts or language. And then there was May 2025. Fanum posted a string of cryptic tweets. Nothing is coincidence. Everything is always strategic from them. They think they're actual gods. Fans panicked. Was AMP breaking up? Duke Dennis quickly shot back. Fake news. Kai reassured fans on stream that the group was solid. Whether it was a misunderstanding, a brief fallout, or a bit of stunt marketing, the storm passed. Fanum was still in videos weeks later, laughing, joking, stealing bites of food like always. These bumps in the road showed something important. AMP wasn't perfect, but that made them more real, and each controversy only reminded fans how powerful and human their favorite creators really are. AMP isn't the first creator collective, but they might be the most unique. Compare them to OTK, a streamer org founded by veterans like Asmongold and Ms. Keefe. OTK is structured, built like a company, with rotating members and business arms. Their vibe is nerdy, Twitch native, and often centered around gaming tournaments and talk shows. AMP? They're chaos in motion. No corporate boardroom, just 6 dudes in a house turning dodgeball into high-stakes theater. Or take FaZe Clan. Once the pinnacle of gaming cool, FaZe built an empire on Call of Duty trick shots and YouTuber celebrity. But in recent years, FaZe has felt more like a brand than a brotherhood. AMP, in contrast, still feels homemade. Messy rooms, loud jokes, and raw friendship on full display. Then there's OfflineTV, wholesome, mixed gender, creative. Their content feels like a college dorm with ring lights and Animal Crossing. AMP, more like Jackass meets Rap Cypher, less cozy, more chaos. In all 3 cases, AMP stands apart because of one thing: chemistry. Their bond isn't business, it's personal. You don't watch AMP videos for the camera quality. You watch for the roast battles, the surprise pranks, the way Duke rolls his eyes when Kai gets too loud. AMP didn't build a company, they built a culture. Spend 5 minutes on TikTok or Twitch, and you'll hear AMP without even realizing it. Riz, Fanum Tax, GYAT, Mafia. These aren't just inside jokes, they're modern slang, used by streamers, fans, and even celebrities. Kai made Riz a viral term for flirt game. Fanum's habit of stealing food in group videos led to Fanum Tax becoming a meme. Duke's exaggerated reaction to attractive women, GYAT, turned into a whole TikTok audio trend. Even their fits matter. Nike Tech tracksuits, a staple in AMP videos, became low-key uniforms for streamers trying to channel that same urban athletic style. Kai's meme performance of Bust Down Raleigh Avalanche started as a joke and ended up on the music charts. That's cultural reach. And it's not just fashion or memes, it's representation. Kai Cenat became the first black streamer to reach the top of Twitch, in a space historically dominated by white creators. Fanum, with his bilingual streams and Latino pride, became a bridge between cultures. Duke's southern charm and Agent's fitness journey inspired fans beyond the screen. Together, AMP didn't just build an audience, they built a mirror for a generation that finally saw themselves in the biggest names online. So where does AMP go from here? They've already conquered YouTube and Twitch. They've built a brand, a brotherhood, and a fan base that treats them like rock stars. But if you ask them, they're just getting started. There's talk of launching a full AMP podcast, where the group drops the filters and lets the banter fly uncensored. There's also growing hype around AMP branching into long-form storytelling, with fans begging for a scripted comedy series, a movie, or even a Netflix docuseries. Kai Cenat, meanwhile, has made it clear he wants to act. And given his comedic chops and ability to command a room, don't be surprised if you see him on a streaming platform, not as a streamer, but as a star. Agent 00 has floated the idea of launching a creator academy, helping the next generation of content creators build smart, scalable channels. Think mentorship meets media school. Duke Dennis hinted at starting a basketball camp in his hometown, mixing content with community. And other members have toyed with ideas like launching clothing lines, charity initiatives, and even apps to connect with fans more directly. But the biggest question is, can the group stay together long-term? Fans panicked when Fanum posted cryptic tweets. They speculate anytime one member skips a video. And sure, individual careers are taking off. The spotlight is bright. The money's getting real. But if AMP's story has shown us anything, it's this. They know what they've built, and they know how rare it is. They still go on vacation together, still stream on each other's channels, still shout each other out. Even when the world gets loud, the bond stays louder. As of now, the group is intact, ambitious, and laser-focused on evolving. The formula might change, the chemistry won't. In just a few short years, AMP went from filming wild skits in an Atlanta living room to dominating the internet. They've redefined what a content house can be. They've launched solo stars without losing the group. They've created slang, spawned trends, and inspired a generation. But this isn't just a success story, it's a blueprint. Because AMP didn't wait for permission. They didn't follow the rules. They created a lane and brought millions along for the ride. And with Kai Cenat leading the charge, they proved that loud, funny, creative Black and Latino creators aren't just part of the internet culture. They are the culture. So if you're still asking, is AMP really changing YouTube? Look around. They already did.